Hello there and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4, where I'm playing as Qara Qoyunlu. It is 1532. I'm not at war at the moment, but I'm about to go to war against the Mamluks. I've decided on reviewing the last few episodes, checking some numbers when I'm not recording. I think now is probably a good chance to make a war against the Mamluks, so they seem to be a bit weakened. Their numbers... They've got less army than I do at the moment. And if I can bring in the Ottomans, that makes for a pretty good a deal, I think. They do have the Crimea, but I think it's worth the risk. Tunis... Oh, hang on. Tunis are friendly. I can get an alliance with them now. Let's get the alliance offered. This might change things. Let's start getting my armies moving, so... Alright, they accepted a military alliance. Will they come to war with me? No. Accepting would destabilize Tunis for some reason. That's okay. I've still got the Mamluks as an ally. So my goal is to do a bit of a blitzkrieg on Crimea. Oh, I just lost a claim, did I? They want a royal marriage, I'll take that. Make that claim back on grains, I want that province. And I will build one more infantry unit. So I can get all those military bonuses for the missions. So get my armies in place. Lost some claims up here now. This has been pretty poor timing, hasn't it? Get my claim back on Turkey. Okay. Oh, I've got to make sure my fleets get back to... Okay, so I know they should get back automatically, but I don't think it's worth the risk. And then caught out. What are these guys doing? Go back. Okay. Wait, are they back at shore? Yes. Okay, so I've built to my force limit. Any growing country must maintain a reasonably sized army. By expanding our forces, we can both further our political interests abroad and stimulate our domestic economy. Just make sure that the Ottomans are still keen. Yes, they are. So I accept that. It gives me 5% morale and minus 5% maintenance modifier. I automatically got this mission, which required me to grow my development by 50, which I've done already. Expand Qara Qoyunlu. We have been given a strong and viable country by those that came before us. It is time we expand upon our legacy and grow Qara Qoyunlu, so that we may leave a stronger and more influential country to our children. It gives me base tax production and manpower in Baghdad, being the capital, and lowers some costs. Not as exciting, but still good. But I've also grown by 5 states, so I've completed the Conquer New States mission. Which, as we expand, we must ensure that we can truly integrate the new lands we conquer into our administrative apparatus. After conquest comes the hard work of establishing true Qara Qoyunlu rule over the conquered territories. So it reduces state maintenance and harsh treatment, which could come in handy. Let's do that one. Next mission needs an army of 80,000, so I'm only about halfway to that. I can ditch that unit now. Okay. I think everything is in place. Can't quite bring in Tunis, unfortunately. Just seeing... I might bring Crimea in as a co-belligerent, because they haven't got an ally extra. So I might be able to take their land a bit easier. And I will call in the Ottomans, obviously. My goal will be... I might say Raqqa, because it's along the trade line. It's probably the best option. Okay. Let's do this. Start the Blitzkrieg. Alright, they all join the war. Start the Blitzkrieg with Crimea. The quicker I knock Crimea out, the quicker I can help down here. I'm going to try and get Ardabil to see if they'll take on these provinces for me. Get them to be aggressive. Yeah, I'm also at war with these guys, so I'll see if I can't get... Try and get Ramazan to take out these places, and I'll get the Ottomans to start working on the Mamluks themselves. Okay, that seems to be a good start. Let's see how this is all going to pan out. Oh. Activate all my forts as well. I'm probably going to take some losses at the start. I think it's unavoidable. I'm just going to split these guys up. Oh wait, they're sending an army in now. Cancel that. Not too fussed what happens behind the scenes. I'm gonna just let whatever happens happen back there. So now I'm gonna cop losses, it's unavoidable. I can take a new military idea. I might do that actually. Noble connections. Oh wait, no, I might need that power though for rebels now. I'm going to sit on that for a bit. Let's just continue taking land. Again, the goal is to knock out Crimea from this war as soon as I can, so I can focus down below. Another loan that was expected. Almost sieged out Shirvan. I'm taking a few losses, but it hasn't been too bad. They're going to waste a bit of time over here. Returning scholars. Particularly in the aftermath of the Mongol conquest of the 13th century, Egypt and Syria emerged as the foremost centers of scholarly learning in the Muslim world. Sunni scholars of every persuasion flocked to Damascus and Cairo to learn from the most renowned teachers of science, theology, and above all law, while Shiites travelled to Jabal Amil in Lebanon to meet with the scholars of Orthodox Twelver Shi'ism. Many students from our lands, having completed their educational pilgrimage, are now returning home and hoping to implement legalistic Islam in our Sultanate, just as they learned it in the heartlands of Islam. I don't really need legitimacy. I'm already pretty far along. And it's going to give, if I keep going to mysticism, it will give me some more army morale and fort defense. So let's go further towards mysticism. The siege of Turkey is over, which is good. The Ottomans are going to help up here as well, by the looks of it. So all going to plan. Unpause it. All going to plan. The Crimea should be out of this war pretty soon. Let's really get a push on. Let's go you to... Where are you? I don't really want much from the Crimea, to be honest. I just want them out of the war. I'm not sure what Ardabil's doing. They're not really doing what I've asked them. The Ottomans are focusing on the Crimean capital. To wait for that, that's the question. I can piece them out right now. What if I give this province to Ardabil? Maybe make Ardabil a bit stronger. I can have all this land. Taking Crimea will give me a lot more power though, wouldn't it? So I might sit on that. Hell, I might even just give Crimea to the Ottomans. And let's get back into my land, shall we? Just gonna bypass the separatists in Azov. I don't really want that to be an issue. Crimea want out. I'm going to wait. I'm going to give Crimea to the Ottomans. Liege has some issues. Another loan, that's not too bad. I don't mind a loan. Lost a siege in Amol, but that's expected. Again, I was expecting to take losses at the start. Quality wool. Recent shipments of wool have been of unsurpassed quality, earning our nation extra money. 25 ducats. Well, how about that? The siege is almost done. Now, one thing I do need to do is make sure I can take provinces I want. I do want to keep my armies kind of close together as well. Might just bring them together. Oh, there's a Crimea. Done. Let's sue you for peace. No. Ottomans have Crimea. First things first, I want all your money. And your war reps. That's probably my biggest concern. And you give up your claims. I want you to give Taki to Ardabil. Ooh. I can't give both. Well, the Ottomans won't be upset if I don't give them Crimea. So they won't be upset by it. Well then... I could release Circasia, but that's not really going to help me, is it? Might as well give those provinces to my vassal. And... that is them out of the war. And I get 10 prestige for doing that. Okay. So now I'm at war with Aden, Hussar, Dulkilda, and the Mamluks. And these guys can almost be put out of the war. Okay. I'm going to try and take this province for myself. Take that one. They're going to try and get that back for me. And then I'm going to make my push down into the southern areas here. Let's see if Arda will take these provinces back for me. They're going to siege that down. Alright, I'll take this province. Oh, they've been occupied by me anyway. Alright. Let's go get my provinces back. Or are they going to do it for me? Similar guys all over the place at the moment. Need a bit more consistency, but looks like the Ottoman's going to do my job for me. I'll let the Ottomans do that. Oh, that's a big leader. Let's get into these defensive positions, I think. Big armies coming up this way. Oh, are they turning around? Maybe they realised what they're about to walk into. What I might do actually, lead a siege. Might take a level 1 advisor for a bit more discipline. That'd probably be a good idea. Kind of need a lot of numbers down here. It looks like they are afraid to actually attack me. Probably because of these defensive for the offensive debuff they will cop by doing so. Peace offer from Dulkuldir. I'll decline that, but I will speak to you separately. Yeah, I probably don't want to make the Ottomans too powerful. But I can give that province to Ramazan. So obviously I don't want these provinces. I do want your money. I do want your war reps and your trade power. Oh, maybe not the trade power. I'm getting to release Karaman as a state. That should do, I think. They'll lose 2 provinces, 1 to each, makes them both happy. I get money, I get war reps. And I get a bit of prestige. 6 prestige. Send that demand, sets them out of the war. It just releases more troops for me to use. No, sorry, means they've got less troops they can use. No, it looks like they're falling back. That's good for me. This war is going very well at the moment. I might even push up. Get a bit of a war victory. Or a battle. go. A naval fight as well. It's all happening. So they won that, but you can get back to your base now, please. Okay, that's got a bit of sieging to do. Well, I think for the time being, I mean, it's been a pretty good war so far, but it's also taken a whole episode. So I might pause it there, and I might pick up this war next episode and see what I can actually do to the Mamluks. Hopefully get a lot of money out of them, and hopefully do some good for my nation. So until then, thanks for watching part 1 of the war against the Mamluks. Stay tuned for part 2. Thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate the support, and as always, hope to see you next time. Take care out there.